Hey everybody, welcome to Franny's Hair. I'm really excited to do this video today because it's all about color. And color is one of the most difficult things to get right when you're ordering, especially online. And I hear this from people all the time. So today I'm going to show you our most popular colors of 2023, and I'm going to do some comparisons so you'll get to see how the same color in the same brand may look different on different wigs. And also I'll compare some colors between brands. So stay tuned. This will be a fun one. Okay, first I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been participating in our inventory blowout sale over at frannyshair.com. The wigs are flying out of here, which is great because my stash is so huge and we really need to get rid of those wigs to make room for more wigs. If you haven't checked out that sale, head on over to frannyshair.com. Most of these wigs that I'll be showing today will be in that sale, so if you see something you like, go check it out and maybe you'll be able to get it. Most of the wigs in the inventory blowout sale are open box wigs, which means there's usually only one of that wig, at least in that color. Sometimes we have a wig in more than one color. So if you see something, head on over there and check it out quickly. Another thing we've added on frannyshair.com is the hair care section, where we have kits of all different hair care products. There are kits that are my personal picks, the products that I use, so you can check those out. These are great to take care of your wigs, and they're also great to give as gifts. We also have a holiday gift guide, which I will be linking in the description below. And we do sell gift cards, so if you wanted to get somebody a gift, but you don't know exactly what they want, a gift card's a great option. And finally, something that I am extremely excited about is that we've added color charts to our website. If you go under the About section, you will see the color charts for the brands listed out. And for most of the brands, we have not only a bigger swatch for you to look at, but the color description below the swatch. There are some brands that we're still collecting data for, and we will be adding those up. We are continually trying to improve this site. Now, here's the exciting part. If you click on one of those swatches, you'll be shown all the wigs that come in that color. So if you know you like a particular color, you can click on that color and see all the wigs that you can get in that color. I love that feature. Also, we just added where you can search by hue. So if you want to see all the gray colors, you can click on the gray hue and it'll bring up all the grays in all the brands. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention is sometimes there is the same color name between brands, but the color doesn't look exactly the same. So if you click on the hue and see many different brands, and then you find a wig that you like, make sure you check out the color chart for that brand to make sure you get the exact swatch and description for that brand. Thank you to everybody who has been sending suggestions for the website. We are really trying to improve it to make it the best out there. So if you have suggestions, feel free to send them to us. They may take some time to implement, but be sure that we are taking your suggestions in and really looking at how we can improve the website. Okay, so we're going to talk about the top 7 colors of 2023 here at Franny's Hair. And the reason that we chose 7 is we compiled a report of the wig colors that sold the most, and there was definitely a top 7. Those colors sold by far in greater numbers. After we dropped below number 7, we started to see, first of all, a huge drop in numbers and many colors with that same number of sales. So we chose the top 7 because those are the definite tops. So right now, you're looking at number 7. And before I tell you what color it is, try to take a guess. This is a very popular color. I'm going to give you a hint. It's an Aesthetica color. If you guessed Caramel Kiss, you are correct. This is Caramel Kiss Rooted 4. You can also get Caramel Kiss without a rooting, and I'm going to show you both. Okay, so this is the description of Caramel Kiss with a rooting of 4. It's a golden brown with copper blonde highlights and dark brown roots. So you can see here I have the dark brown roots, and it is a golden brown with the copper highlights. So it's a warm color, definitely a warm color. You can see that there. This wig is Jameson by Estetica. I'm not going to be reviewing the wigs. This is all about color. But if I do have reviews for the wigs I'm showing you, I'll put them in the description below so you can go click over and take a look at them. So this is Jameson, as I said, a really cute bob, and in the color Caramel Kiss Rooted 4. Now, here's Jessica, and she's in Caramel Kiss with no rooting. So you can see here, the rooting actually seems to come through the wig and make it a little bit darker. So hopefully you can see the difference there. Now, I also have Shelby in Caramel Kiss Rooted 4 because I wanted to show you with curl or wave, however you want to look at this. You can see the darker rooting there. Hopefully you can compare. We can look at curl and how the color carries through. This one's not rooted, this one is rooted. So this does look a little darker overall. And now you can look at it, the curl versus a straight in the same color, because I think that's important too. And the way color's applied often, it's applied to highlight the style. So you can see how the highlights are on the ends of the curls here. And to me, it looks like it has more highlights than the straight version. Okay, so that's Caramel Kiss and Caramel Kiss Rooted 4. Okay, number 6 is Raquel Welch's Shaded Iced Cappuccino. And this wig is called Influence Elite. And Shaded Iced Cappuccino is described as natural light brown with ash blonde highlights and medium brown rooting. So here you can see the medium brown rooting and that the highlights are ashy. So if you're looking for a brunette that's cooler in tone, this would be a great color for you. And I just want to compare the Caramel Kiss to this. We'll pull the straight wig here so it shows you, because Caramel Kiss is definitely warmer in tone. You see the gold there versus the ash here. And people often ask me for an ashier brunette, so this would be a great choice. So this is Shaded Iced Cappuccino. And I don't have other wigs in this color to show you how it's applied differently on different wigs, but I'll spin for you so that you can see how it's applied all over this wig. Okay, on to the next. And coming in at number 5 is Jon Renau's Palm Springs Blonde. Look at this color, is this gorgeous? And this is Ignite. This style made our top 10 wigs of 2023. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to put a link here so that you can go check that out. That was a great video as well. I believe Ignite came in number 9 out of the 10. So anyway, this is Palm Springs Blonde, and it's described as a light ash blonde with pure white, natural, violet, bold highlights, shaded with dark, natural ash blonde. So here you go. You can see the shading there and the color. And as we go on, I'm going to be comparing this wig color and wig to another wig. And I think it's a very interesting comparison, so stay tuned for that. But this is a beautiful color and a beautiful wig. All right, on to the next. By the way, I just wanted to mention, if you see that the tags are still on these or that the part is not combed through, I'm trying to keep these as nice as possible. These are part of the inventory clearance sale. I just wanted to show you the wigs, but I wanted to keep them in great condition for you. All right, this is Ellen Villa's Time Comfort Wig, throw on and go wig, and it's in the color Pearl Blonde Rooted, which is our number 4 most popular color. And that's described as Pearl Platinum, Dark Ash Blonde, and Medium Honey Blonde mix. So here you go, you can see that. And you can see that honey blonde in there. It adds a little bit of warmth. And I wanted to compare this color to the Palm Springs Blonde, which I'll do in a second. Let me just turn for you here. Okay, so let me show you in comparison to the Palm Springs Blonde. I think this looks much lighter. This has much more of the rooting running through it, so you can see that. Just a nice comparison there. Okay, on to the next. Every time I put on this wig, I say to myself, why don't I wear this wig more often? I love this. Coming in at number 3 is Belle Tress's Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. This is out of my closet. This is my Dalgona 16, and I bought this one a while ago, and I want to show you how this compares to the brown sugar sweet creams that I have here, which are newer wigs. And I don't know if the application of the color has changed over time or if it's just different on the different styles, but it's very interesting to look at. Okay, brown sugar sweet cream is described as, just imagine the color created by mixing dark, medium, and light brown sugar, sounds good already, and lightly whipped sweet cream with a hint of buttermilk. They work wonders to provide depth, dimension, and contrast for a head-turning look. So, whatever that meant, it sounds delicious. To me, this is a very highlighted ashy brunette, or at least the highlights are ashy, but there is some warmth too. I'm going to spin for you, and then I'm going to show you the other wigs. Just so you can see how the color is applied. And you can see I've worn this lady a lot. All right, so let's pull out the others here. So here is a shorter style, Bellissima. And to me, it looks darker, especially in the rooting there. See what you think? Or at least there's more of it for this style. We'll turn together. Okay. All right. Then we have a long straight style Dolce. Oh, I got to try this on. I'm going to try this on. But Dolce, I think it's called Dolce and Dolce. Let me see. Dolce and Dolce 18. So again, I think the front of mine looks lighter. Well, actually, she does have the light here, but then, I don't know, you tell me. I think the side looks darker. Yeah, a little bit. And of course, they apply color differently to the different styles to bring out different things in the style. And also there is natural variance between wigs. They say 15 to 20% is acceptable. I got to try this long one on. I might do that right after this. And then we have a hand-tied Rosella here in the same color. And to me, this is looking, maybe because of the waves, a little closer in color to the Dalgona. Still on the side there, I think a little darker. Yeah. And I also wanted to compare this color. I'm going to take the Raquel Welch color over there, the Ice Shaded Cappuccino. And because it's a straight short wig, I'm going to compare it to the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, because I find both of these. So here you have your Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, and here you have your shaded iced cappuccino. So look at that. I would say ashy browns, both of them, very similar, in case you're looking for different brands and colors that are similar. So we have the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, the shaded iced cappuccino, and then you can also see how much warmer the Caramel Kiss is than these colors. Just trying to give you some comparisons for when you're shopping. Okay, let's put Bellissima back here. I'm going to try on the Dolce and Dolce. I've been looking for a long straight wig for myself. Wow, this is beautiful. I don't know, what do you think? Too long for me? I'm not used to wearing wigs this long, but so pretty. And you can see here how the highlighting is around the face. So I do think this is still a little darker in here than the Dalgona 16 was. And to me, the Bellissima looks the darkest. I'm going to actually try the Bellissima on also, so that we can compare just how it looks on my face. That might help. Okay, so yeah, I do think this looks a little bit darker. This is the wig that I wore to my daughter's wedding, except in a different color. I wore Sugar Cookie with Hazelnut. But you can see here, I do think it's a little darker in the top there than the others. Ashy brunette still. I really like this color. Okay, on to number 2. Can you guess what number 2 is? Okay, coming in at number 2, I'm sure a lot of you can guess this, not only by the color you're looking at, but by the wig you're looking at. This is Leah 2 by Ellen Villa, in the color Light Bernstein Rooted, which is the number 2 best-selling color here at Franny'sHair.com. And the 4 wigs I'm going to show you in this color all come from my closet. That's how much I love this color. So Light Bernstein Rooted is described as light auburn, light honey blonde, and light reddish brown blend with dark roots. So what I love about this is you get brunette, you get blonde, you get auburn, and it's a warm tone that I think looks really good on so many people. I'm just going to spin and show you this in Leah 2. Leah 2, by the way, was the number 2 best-selling wig. So you're looking at the number 2 best-selling color in the number 2 best-selling wig here at Franny'sHair.com. Don't forget to check out that video if you haven't seen it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so as I said, I have her in 4 wigs here. So this one is Leah 2. This one is Touch, and I'll put Touch on for you, but I'm just going to show you how the color's applied to the curls versus the straight, or the waves, I should say. This is more wavy. This one I've worn a lot, so she's had a lot of wear, Touch. Leah 2 has at this point also. One thing I wanted to mention about Ellen Villa Color, when I took their class, when the brand came on board, they explained to me that they do their colors like a recipe. So the same color name, Light Bernstein Rooted, may not look the same in a different style because the color may be made up of 3 different colors and applied in different amounts. It's like a recipe. So the first color listed is the one that there's the most of, and the last color listed is the one that there's the least of. And they apply the color to bring out curl or whatever they're trying to bring out in the wig. So that's why even though the color name may be the same, it may not look the same on different styles. I'm going to put each style on for you. So, but before I put on the other styles, I wanted to mention a color that didn't make our list, but is the number 1 best-selling color for Tressalure, and that is 1723 R8. It's my favorite color in Tressalure, and I just wanted to show you how similar this is. So if you're looking for a similar color in Tressalure, check out the 1723 R8. And this wig here is picture perfect. You've probably seen that on me. If not, I'll just throw that on just to show you the color against my skin. And then we'll move on to the others in the Light Bernstein Rooted. But I just wanted to show you, because people are often looking for similar colors in other brands. So I hope to be bringing you more color content like this, because I hope that you're finding this helpful. Okay, so here you go. This is the 1723 R8 in Picture Perfect for Tressalure. I do think it's similar, right? Okay, now I'll try on the other Light Bernstein Rooteds, but just to show you, pretty similar. Okay, now I'm going to put on Touch for you. Like I said, I've had this wig for a while, so I'm not really sure of her condition right now. But I really wanted you to see the color. Okay, so now we're looking at Light Bernstein Rooted on a wave as opposed to straight. You can see the light colors highlighting the curls there. Try to turn this wig. Okay, there you go. And this does have light highlighting around the front as well. And if we look at the rooting, you can see how that compares. All right, so that is Touch. And you can let me know, is it helpful to you to see each of the wigs on me, or would you rather me just hold them up? I'm open to suggestions. Whatever will help you the most in making your color decisions, because I know it's such a difficult decision, especially when you're doing it online. That's why I think these new color charts will help you as well. Light, also a wavy style, and I do think that the color is applied a little bit differently on this one. Delight was also in our top 10 wigs. I think she was number 5 or 6, somewhere around there. Okay, so you can see here how it's light in the front there. Here's your roots, and let's look at it compared to Touch, which is another wavy style. See that? Okay, and then I'll show you in comparison to the straight. There we go. You can see the auburn in there, the reddish color, which I really love. Okay, and then finally, if you've been with me for a while, what was my number 1 go-to wig for the longest time? Okay, if you said Sunset, you were right. This is Sunset in light Bernstein rooted. I wore this wig out. I mean, wore it out. This needs replacing. So don't go by the condition of the wig. But here's the color. We'll compare it to Leah 2. Another straight style. And to me, Leah 2 looks like it has a little more red in it. What do you think? And then just comparing this to, well, let's look at Touch. Touch looks a little bit lighter to me. It's interesting, in these brands, it seems to me that the ones with the waves have the color applied to be either lighter or redder. In the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, it was lighter. This one looks redder to me. Okay, on to the number 1 color. Okay, can you guess the number 1 color? I bet a lot of you can. This is the number 1 wig in the number 1 color here at Franny's Hair. Came out of my closet. I have to have the number 1 wig in the number 1 color. This is Easy Does It by Raquel Welch in the color Shaded Biscuit. So let me read to you about Shaded Biscuit. Shaded Biscuit is described as a cool platinum blonde with subtle highlights and medium brown roots. So there you go. And it says subtle highlights. It doesn't really tell you the color of the highlights. Let me just spin and show this to you. Then I'm going to do a few comparisons for you. Okay, so as I said, this is an Easy Does It, and it's Shaded Biscuit. I wanted to just show you Biscuit that's not shaded. It is not one of the top selling colors, but I wanted to just show you what the comparison looks like, because a lot of people ask me that. So this wig here is on in 10, and she's a basic cap wig, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, she's a basic cap. So she's in the more affordable category. So here is Shaded Biscuit without rooting. And the reason I wanted to show this to you is for somebody with a warmer toned skin like me, if I want to wear a platinum color, I think the rooting really helps. It just helps to blend in with my face color more. You can see this is much more stark against my skin. And also the entire wig is lighter because you don't have that shading or rooting running through it. Now I know there are those of you who do not like rooting or shading, so this could be a good option for you. And when you look at this, you can see there is golden blonde in there as well. I've had people get Shaded Biscuit or Biscuit and say to me, I thought it was going to be really cool. I didn't think that it was going to have these warm tones. This is not what I was looking at when I looked at videos, and it's so hard to see color online. I know that, so I try to show it to you in different lighting and all of that. I didn't do different lighting today, but you will see that in my reviews. I take it outside, and now I've started taking it in the kitchen and in the hallway, just so you can see the color everywhere. Anyway, this is just Biscuit. I wanted you to see that. All right, now let's look at different styles. Before we go to different styles, remember I said to you before that I wanted to compare Ignite by Jon Renau in Palm Springs Blonde to another wig? This is it. This is the #1 selling wig, Easy Does It. And Jon Renau's Ignite was the #9 selling wig. The styles are so similar. And I've had many of you comment on that. And the color also, I think, is similar. So if you're looking for something similar to Shaded Biscuit in Jon Renau, I would say check out Palm Springs Blonde. Looks maybe a little bit ashier, not as warm toned, because there are some warm tones in this Shaded Biscuit. And there are also in this, but the warm tones are not quite as warm as in this, I would say. So I wanted to show you that. And then the Ellen Villa Pearl Blonde Rooted, I wanted to show you that as well in comparison. This almost looks like it has a pinkish hue to it in comparison, I would say. But I wanted you to see that as well. Okay, on to the other wigs in Shaded Biscuit. So the next one I have here is Portrait Mode. So let me put that on for you, and we'll compare these two. Portrait Mode's another straighter style, so you would expect that the color might be applied very similarly. Wow, what a pretty wig. I love Portrait Mode. I would have to style this back off my face, but I haven't tried Portrait Mode in this color. It's pretty. All right, let's compare it to the Easy Does It. Here you go, the rooting. I don't know, the Easy Does It may look a little bit darker to me. Maybe the shading carried through a little bit more. Yeah, I think so. Interesting, right? Okay, so that is Portrait Mode. Okay, and this is Simmer Elite. I'm trying not to mess it up too much. Still has the tag on it. Beautiful, beautiful cap, beautiful wig. The #3, I think it was 3, best-selling wig of the year, Simmer Elite. And let's just compare that to Easy Does It. Let's look at the rooting here. That looks pretty similar. Straight on, this might appear a little bit lighter to me, which goes with my theory. When there's waves, there seems to be a lighter application, or more application of the lighter color, maybe to the waves. Pretty wig too. So that is Shaded Biscuit, your #1 best-selling color here at Franny's Hair for 2023. So you know I had to put back on the #1 selling wig in the #1 selling color to end this video. This is it, Easy Does It in Shaded Biscuit. She's a beauty. She comes out of my closet. And come on over to frannyshair.com. Check out our inventory blowout sale. You'll see many of these wigs there. Also check out our wig care products and kits and our gift buying guide, which I will have in the description below, but it's also on our website. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to put them in the comments below. Come to my private Facebook group, Franny's Hair, where I have group experts answering your questions. My stylist V is there, and I also pop in and out of there and answer questions. And it's such a great supportive group, so come join us there. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.